I'm going to show you guys the easiest way to find brand new best-selling products on Etsy. It's a lot easier than you think. I'm going to jump over to eHunt because they maintain the database that we're going to use to do this. I'm going to go up to database and click Etsy product database. They have over 70 million products that we can query here. Now, I have a few recommendations. First, I do recommend actually searching for something. It's not required. If you don't do that, they'll just pull up the best sellers that they have in their database and put them in front of you. For instance, these makeup bags are doing 1,400 sales in the last 7 days. So 200 sales a day. That's insane. But I'm guessing we all sell print on demand. So we should probably have like either a product type in mind or maybe a niche, like a high level niche. You just need to type in something. I was thinking, let's just start simple. Type in the word shirt. Now, I do recommend also under basic, let's just go ahead and type in like clothing. This way we won't be sorting through PNGs and digital files and whatnot, or at least it'll reduce the likelihood. Then where it says release time, this is what's really cool. I can go ahead and hit 30 days and it's going to do just that. It's only going to show me listings that have been active on Etsy for 30 days or less. So these are relatively new listings. You can actually see right here when it was released. So this first listing was released on July 18th. I'm recording this on August 4th. Since this was released, this shirt, it's done 373 sales. I can see that in this column right here. And it's done 177 sales in the last 7 days, which is crazy. Also, at the same time, though, typically when things are doing that well, it might be infringing on intellectual property that they may or may not have the rights to sell. So I'm not saying that we should sell this. I'm just saying that, well, eHunt has picked up the fact that it is doing extremely well in a very short period of time. The next one just says Behold Tea. Another third one says Huntrix again. I think it's that K-pop Demon Hunters thing. Cute Demon Hunter. So again, a lot of the similarities here. By the way, takeaway, K-pop as a niche, not as an infringement where you're actually looking at the intellectual property of others, but just K-pop as a niche, as a word that has search volume might be a good opportunity. Next one, Comfort Colors Senior 2026 shirt did 142 sales in the last 7 days. After that, custom embroidered senior hoodie with coquette bow, 122 sales in the last 7 days. K-pop Demon Hunters for the next two shirts. Back to school personalized toddler shirt, 91 sales in 7 days. Next one, Comfort Colors two-sided print, K-pop Demon Hunters, custom Chris Brown jersey. I'm guessing that you should not be selling that. Interesting assortment here. Where are some Ozzy Osbourne? Where is the non-infringing shirts? Now, when I was doing some prep for this video, I came across this shirt right here specifically. When I click to open it, you can see in the advanced view here in eHunt that it is a Comfort Colors retro Y2K style back to school shirt for teachers and has different designs in a single listing. So first grade, inclusion teacher, math teacher, etc. Things that I appreciate as a seller, we can see when the listing was released. It looks like July 19th, 2025. So about 2 weeks ago, it was updated in the database as recently as yesterday. It has 155 sales, 50 favorites. Love that. And you can see the price point as well. That's a nice healthy price point, $24.72. I'm guessing they're probably running some ads, maybe even some external traffic to the listing. I mean, the reason I'm able to guess is because, well, you typically don't see listings that make 155 sales having only been live on Etsy for 2 weeks. But hey, there's only, I can't really tell for sure just by looking, I'm guessing. So I wanted to show you guys here in the tags, we can actually drill down into all of these tags. You can scroll down as well and actually get a more advanced view. I think they're pulling this data from Google AdSense or Google AdWords, but I like to actually click the tag. It'll take me to the eHunt keyword tool. And my favorite part of this view is actually, you got to scroll down a little bit to see it. They have a word cloud and it gives you complementary keywords, long tail keywords in some instances related to your search term. So I clicked Y2K teacher shirt and it's giving me suggestions that some of them are like, specific, who is it for, or why am I buying it? Examples, others might be related just to the product. Some examples are actually niches. So for instance, out of this word cloud, I see right here, teacher era shirt. I see over here, teach, love, inspire. Right over here, teacher life shirt. So there can be niches. There can be examples of like actually who's wearing it, like Y2K baby shirt, piggybacking off the Y2K aspect, Y2K clothing, Y2K crop top, Y2K custom shirt. So there's a whole lot of potential in these word clouds. And if you see something that you want to dig deeper into, all you have to do is click it and it'll refresh the whole page and just drill down into that word specifically. I actually want to keep it on Y2K shirt here. Also, the complementary tags are all right here. And so there's really no excuse not to get your tags done very quickly on Etsy. It can be one of the, for me, in my opinion, one of the biggest time sinks where you spend the most time, or the most time can be potentially wasted. So anyways, I wanted to show you that. Now, we could have started with, no idea what to sell. We find ourselves here on Comfort Colors Y2K themed back to school niche shirts. So Comfort Colors is the product. We can find that here on Printify by simply typing in Comfort Colors, okay? And you can see they have the Comfort Colors 1566, 1545. If you scroll down, they should have the 1717 too. Yep, right here. This is my favorite Comfort Colors shirt and the most commonly sold one on Etsy and Amazon. So you can go ahead and click that. And you can see, based on all the printers in Printify's network, where can you get, all the colors? Where can you get the best pricing? You don't have to do that, but if you click choose manually and you scroll down, you can see, number one, what companies fulfill these, and number two, what they charge. My personal recommendation, though, is just use Printify's choice. That way you usually get the best price and the fastest production. I mean, it factors in a bunch of things. It literally factors in quality, price, shipping options, and fast delivery. So it just makes things simple. It also lets them reroute things behind the scenes in case, someone goes out of stock or something like that, or prices do change. And this takes into account price changes and always gives you the best option. So I would recommend that if you're selling anything in Printify's catalog, especially the Comfort Colors 1717. So I wanted to show you guys that. So it's like we've got a product now that's verified. We have the design style, retro Y2K, that's verified. And we've got the niche and the target audience. Those are all things we should want to know when we start to sell something, print on demand or not, print on demand in this context. But really, if you're selling anything, it's like, what are you selling? Comfort Colors. The style is retro Y2K. The niche is back to school, and the people wearing it are teachers and school staff. Yes, 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 and yes. Now we can go and say, okay, this shirt is 14 days old or so. I mean, I didn't do the exact math, but let's just say it's 2 weeks and a few days old, and it has 155 sales. I would call all of this validation. This is just one prime example. You saw how easily we got here. We started with the product database. We literally searched for the word shirt, and we sorted by 30 days. So we're looking at brand new submitted products. You don't have to sort by 30 days, but doesn't it feel better to know that you're looking at, and potentially if you opt to sell in any of these niches, competing with new products, and you're not just competing with products that are years old that have thousands of sales, because obviously those are going to be a lot harder to compete with. So that's why contextually I wanted to show you guys how we do this here using eHunt's massive product database. Now, another thing I wanted to show you guys, you can see right here the shop info. You can see the shop Lulu and Hope has 9,867 sales as of recording this and almost 2,000 reviews. So they're going real strong. I can click their shop and it'll take me to the advanced shop view for this shop, Lulu and Hope. So we can see they're selling out of the US. They were created in 2016. You can actually get like a sales rank globally and nationally. That's pretty interesting. You can get their average daily sales at only 2.9, which is interesting. So it just shows that their average daily sales are being pulled up dramatically by this product listing that we found specifically, where they're selling those Comfort Colors, custom shirts. I loved how they structured their SEO. I mean, you could teach a class on that, how well it was done. But I wanted to show you guys two things here. Number one, and we'll come back to this, you can see the best-selling products in the last 30 days. That's always useful because they probably have hundreds of products in their shop. It's pulling up the best of the best based on the most recent time frame, which might be representative of coming opportunity. It might not. Also, if you scroll down, you can see the shop analysis, and you can probably guess they're selling in back to school because look at the spike of sales they've seen recently. And you can also see how slow their total sales were growing earlier this year. Maybe they just weren't as active selling on Etsy. If you come down here, you can see the most popular tags they use across the listings on their shop. This is what I really wanted to show you though. Their best-selling products, actually top 100. This may not look useful, but if you hover over, you can actually see this listing right here, personalized Mama Valentine's Day shirt, crew neck, has done 459 sales total. That's really good to know. I mean, again, we're just on the outside looking in, collecting data, expediting the research process. Their second best-selling shirt is a toddler shirt that says spooky vibes. Third bestseller is a 4th of July shirt, and it is specifically kind of cross-niched with bass fish, basically. The next one is a boys Thanksgiving shirt. So it seems like this apparel shop is just hitting all of the major calendar niches and then finding ways to cross niche, offering a lot of personalization, etc. So it's cool on any shop, guys. And they also have a search feature for their huge database of Etsy shops. So if you wanted to find a shop that specializes in selling candles, you can do that. And then, of course, you come back over here to Printify, go to catalog home, type in candle, and figure out, I would say figure out ahead of time before you get too far ahead of yourself, that you can at least fulfill from a printer in Printify's network whatever product type you intend to sell. But then you would go over to the shop, the database for the shops, type in candle, find a, basically scroll through all the most successful shops on Etsy that sell candles. By the way, I'll drop a link to Printify as well as eHunt in the description in case you guys are liking what you're seeing. Before we wrap up the video, I'm just going to go up here and show you. So this is the best-selling products in the last 30 days. I can hit this link that says view product list. Now I'm only looking at products from this shop specifically. So whether this is the candle example or whatever else, in this case, we're looking at the same shop that had the math teacher and custom comfort colors shirts, and just looking at what's been working for them. Now it's a pretty staggering gap between their #1 bestseller here and the #2 bestseller, which has done 8 sales in the last 7 days. Their #1 bestseller has done 67 in the last 7 days. So that's worth noticing, guys. There's no guarantee, like not every shop you research is going to be stocked with bestsellers, but at least because you used a research tool, you're getting signal. You don't want to study products that aren't selling. You only want to get a signal from the products that are selling. That's not data that Etsy really tells us. You kind of need to lean on a research tool like eHunt. That's why I'm using it. I'll drop a link to it in the description if you were liking what you were seeing, guys. Let me know if you have any questions or feedback, and I'll see you soon with another new video.